What up, YouTube family? It's your boy Chef Todd back with another video on my YouTube channel in my kitchen to deliver the tips and tricks that you need to make the most delicious dishes at home. Okay, so today what I'm going to share with you is spatchcock chicken. All right, that's when you butterfly a chicken and flavor it so it cooks even. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to share that technique with you, and we're also going to make a full meal in the oven. If you ever have things that you need to do around the house, all you got to do is spend about a few minutes in the kitchen prepping your dinner, and then just put everything in the oven, time it, and just do everything you need to do around the house. Okay, so this is the video that I show you how to make dinner in the oven completely. All right, that's what we're gonna do next. See you on the other side. All right, sous chefs, like I promised, we're gonna make dinner in the oven, a complete dinner. So here we have our 3-pound chicken, our whole chicken right here, all right? So we're gonna make baked spatchcock chicken in the oven. We're gonna roast it in the oven. And also, we're gonna make some potato. We're gonna bake a potato as well. And I'm gonna show you how to do that, how I do that at home. And also, we're gonna oven roast. We're gonna finish up this entire meal with some vegetables, and that is asparagus. We're gonna oven roast them. And I've done this in other videos before, but you know, they're delicious. So I have to reintroduce you to them many times because it's so easy to make in the oven. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just go over to the sink, and then we're gonna prep these, and then we're going to make our entire meal delicious. All right, so follow me over to the sink because that's where we are gonna prep everything. All right, let's go. All right, sous chefs, here we are at the sink. We're gonna just open this package with Tiny Tim, and we're gonna just clean our chicken and make sure we spatchcock it correctly, right? That means take the backbone out of the chicken so you can spread it in a butterfly sense, okay? So we're gonna get these twine off of the chicken carefully, put that to the side, and we're just gonna clean. There's some things that I don't like to eat because I'm a picky eater. When I am cleaning the chicken, I want to make sure I get the butt off of the chicken, which is the back right here. I don't eat the butt, so put it right there. Good. And also what I'm gonna do is cut the neck portion out of the chicken because we can use that for stock, right? And put everything to the side. There we go. Good. And we're going to cut some excess fat off of the breast area. So I'm going to push my hand underneath the chicken right here and take Tiny Tim and just cut that excess fat off of the chicken because I hate eating fat, the fatty areas under the skin when I'm eating my chicken, right? So there we go. And I'm going to continuously take the fat off of the breast area, because you got to clean your chicken and then you got to rinse it, right? So from here, here's where you spatchcock the chicken, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to just run this knife, and you can get another knife, but I'm just going to use Tiny Tim, and I'm going to take it from the back area where the butt was, and I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm just going to carefully go down the back of the chicken all the way down until I have 2 halves. Good. There we go. We have 2 halves, right? Doesn't have to be even, that's fine, right? But what you want to do is you want to split the breastbone, which is right here. You want to split it in 2, right? So it opens up so you can get it to sear flat, okay? So there we go. We have spatchcocked the chicken. Naturally, I'm going to clean out these areas right here, right? Which is the inside of the thigh back area, right? The back and thigh area of the chicken, right? So I'm going to take the excess fat off as well. There we go. Take the excess fat off, right? And you just continue to take all the fat off until you are satisfied with your chicken. So that's as much as I'm going to show you. You can just go around and clean out the excess fat with your paring knife until you are ready to rinse it, which is what we're going to do after I'm done cleaning all the excess things that I don't like to eat when I bake my chicken, okay? Right, so I clean all these things out, right? So you can continue to clean that. I'm gonna continue to clean mine, right? And then we'll just rinse this twice like I've done in other videos with white distilled vinegar and cold water, and then we're gonna get ready to season it to put it in the oven. That's it, okay? All right, sous chefs, look at this beautiful chicken that we just rinsed in water and distilled vinegar. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna take this Himalayan salt right here and we are going to grind it all over the skin of this beautiful chicken, right? We're gonna get about a tablespoon of salt all over this thing and 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Good. And I'm grinding all of this freshly all over the chicken, right? Just to get that initial flavoring done. There we go, right? And then we're gonna add different layers to that, right? So next we're gonna add some garlic powder and we're gonna get it all over the skin just like the salt and pepper. And then we're gonna get our onion powder and we're gonna do the same, add a tablespoon of onion powder all over that. Next, we gotta grab our, our parsley flakes and get about a teaspoon of parsley flakes on there. And then we're gonna get about 4 sprigs of thyme and take all the thyme leaves by pulling it down the sprig in the opposite direction of where it grows, okay? So we're gonna get all those thyme leaves onto the chicken, all right? So we have our sprigs, we gotta get those on there, thyme leaves, and then we're gonna get those, the garlic and the ginger that we cut up earlier, and we're going to put that on the chicken as well. And now we can start with our lemon, right? We're going to cut into our lemon because adding some additional citrus brightens the flavors. So we're going to squeeze that in our hands, right? Make sure it gets no seeds in that. Right, there we go. Half of lemon squeeze. Oh, luckily I didn't have any seeds in this. Next, we're gonna add a tablespoon and a half of maple syrup. And then right after that, we're gonna hit it with some sriracha, about a teaspoon of sriracha, put it right on the chicken. And then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. We're gonna finish that with about a tablespoon of olive oil. And then we're just gonna massage all of this into the chicken. Let's rub these flavors in. It smells incredible already, right? All right, just mix that in. Get it all around, all into that chicken, right? And we're just gonna let that marinate, right? You can put this in the fridge, but I'm gonna let it marinate right here in the sink so I can prep the potato and also prep the asparagus so we can, get this all in the oven and cooked while we're doing things around the house, right? So there we go. We want to make sure we get all that flavor onto all over the chicken, right? There we go. It's all good. It's ready to go, right? We can put that in a skillet and put it in the oven just like that, okay? That is our seasoning for our chicken. Spatchcock, right? See? It's open, right? It's not closed. It's not closed in, so it will cook more evenly and you'll get a nice color on all over that skin. So you have some crispy, nice, juicy chicken at the end of this process, all right? Let's do that. Let's prep our potato next. All right, sous chefs. So here's our standard baking potato. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rinse it a little bit more after I've done it in the beginning. And what I'm gonna do next after rinsing it is I have this fork in my hand that I'm gonna use to poke some holes into the potato so that when it's baking, it releases this moisture that helps to cook the potato while it's baking, which leaves it with this fluffy, baked potato texture that you absolutely love. Next, we're gonna get some aluminum foil and we're gonna rip off a sheet long enough to wrap the potato in. I'm gonna put it on my cutting board, place the potato in the middle, and since I've poked the holes in the potato, it's going to steam right when it's cooking, right? So we're gonna get some olive oil and put that over the potato first, about a teaspoon of olive oil. And then we're going to get some salt to season the outside of the potato so that when we take it out of the oven, it's nice and salty on the outside. And the inside, we just have to get some butter and some sour cream. And if you want to add additional salt, that's also okay. So after we put the salt on there, we're going to just sop up all that salt around the potato with the olive oil, right? And then we're going to just fold it in and just wrap this potato in the aluminum foil that we just tore off and seasoned the potato in. And basically, that's it, guys. The only thing left to do is to get our chicken and to put it into our skillet after it's been sitting and marinating for about 10 minutes. So what we're gonna do is take this chicken right now out of the bowl and put it in the skillet, right? So we're gonna get this chicken out of the bowl and put it in this white skillet so we can get a nice roast in the oven, right? So it's super simple. The only thing left to do is to preset your oven at 365 so we can get this thing roasting. So I'm setting the oven right now, and right now it's at 365. I'm going to take this chicken and I'm going to put it into the skillet face down, just like that, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust all the parts to make sure it's all touching the bottom of the skillet. And what I'm going to do is take this marinade, this liquid that we created from all those flavors that we added to the chicken, and we're going to pour it all over the skin of this chicken. Oh my God, this is going to be amazing. It looks amazing. We're going to get all the residual marinade onto the chicken by scraping it out of the bowl, along with all of the garlic and ginger. And we're just going to continue to make sure that everything gets into that skillet. And when we're done with that, we're just going to make sure we massage the marinade all over the chicken, right? Because we want this flavor to be all over the skin when we take it out of the oven. And that's it, guys. We're just going to take this and put it in the oven, and in an hour, then we're going to come back and add some butter to this to further brown this chicken. Look at how beautiful that thing is. That's it. All right, sous chefs, the next step is to just put the chicken and the potatoes or the potato in the oven. So that's what we're gonna do. I have my friend Mit with me right here. Mit is going to help us out, right? We're gonna take the chicken right here and we're going to put it in the middle shelf right here, all the way in. Make sure it gets all the way in. And we're gonna put also the the potato to be baked right in the middle right there as well. And we're just gonna close the oven, and I'll see you in an hour. Go do something else. And then in an hour, I will show you what to do to make the skin extra brown and tasty. All right, so I'll see you in an hour. Peace. All right, sous chefs, the chicken's been in the oven for about an hour. So all we have to do is prep our asparagus because it takes about 10 to 12 minutes to cook it, right? So what we're gonna do, we already rinsed it. We took the rubber bands off, rinsed it, right? And what we're gonna do is bunch them all together and get those end of the stalks that were sitting at the supermarket off of this so we can have some nice crunchy asparagus. So we're just gonna cut those off till we have that much, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it on a cookie sheet, right? Or in a roasting pan, and we're gonna move this out of the way. Leave those right on there, right? Till we have to throw them out. We're gonna bring them right here, good. Separate them nice, so they have their own space so they can roast all on their own, right? We're gonna get some salt and we're gonna season with about 1.5 teaspoons of salt, right? And then we're gonna get some pepper, do the same thing, go for about 1 teaspoon of pepper. We're not gonna make it too peppery, so just about 1 teaspoon. And then we're gonna also use some garlic powder, good. And lastly, because we have some lemon in our chicken, we're gonna add some lemon juice to our asparagus as well, and then finish that with some olive oil, good. All right, you know what? We're also gonna add some thyme, right? Just to continue to reinforce those flavors that we used in the chicken, right? We want all those flavors singing through all of the ingredients, so it's a complete marriage and it doesn't taste like 3 separate components. It tastes like an entire dish, right? So we have all that on our cookie sheet. We're just going to massage that into our asparagus, right? Get that nice and good, right? nice and massaged, right? And what we're going to do is put this in the oven at the same time that we're taking out the chicken to add some additional flavor, some finishing flavor to our chicken, right? So this is ready to go. We're gonna put this in the oven as soon as we're taking out the chicken out of the oven. So let's open the oven. Our chicken is looking really good right now. Good. But we're gonna finish it with some butter. All right, we're gonna finish it with some butter. We're gonna put that right on there. Good. And let it melt for a second, right? At this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the asparagus and I'm going to put it in the oven to start that baking process. Hear that noise? Take our baked potato out. Good. And we're gonna put our chicken right back into the oven. Just like that. Finish up our asparagus and our chicken out in about 10 minutes and we should be ready to eat. Very simple, full complete meal in your oven, right? That's it. Man, it's gonna be a delicious, delicious meal, all right? So 10 minutes, we'll be done. I'll show you what everything looks like. All right, sous chefs, dinner is done, okay? We're just gonna take the chicken out and the asparagus out. I've already taken the potato out. The potato's baked. It's ready to go. It's nice and hot. I'm just gonna turn the oven off, turn it off, right? We are completely done with this meal, right? So what we're gonna do is just take the chicken and the asparagus out of the oven right now. Good. The chicken is out. This is right here. Good. So there we go. You have a complete meal all done in the oven, okay? All you need to do is cut your chicken up, carve your chicken up, and also plate it, okay? Plate it with your baked potato, whatever fixings you want to put on that, and your roasted asparagus. There you go, right there. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Looking perfect. Look at that chicken right there. Ooh, ready to eat it. Perfect color. You have some nice sauce in the bottom of the pan. If you want to reduce that, you can. I'm not going to because I am hungry. And this chicken is done. And you also have your asparagus right there. Nice and roasted. Got some nice brown color on that. Nice and seasoned, flavored, right? We also have our baked potato right there. Good. So you are all done. You can make dinner right now. You can put your plates together and you can have a nice, delicious meal with your family. Looking like it's going to be extremely delicious. All right, sous chefs, we are done making this incredible meal in the oven. Man, I already took a couple bites out of it, but I'm gonna taste it for you so you can see how delicious this is, right? Here we go. The chicken just falls right off the bone, right? I'm eating a piece of dark meat, a piece of the leg, and I'm just gonna take a couple pieces and I'm just gonna dip it in the sauce that I added to the plate. That is delicious. Oh my God. I'm going to try some asparagus as well. I'm going to try a spare right here. That's so good. It's nice and crunchy. It's not overcooked. The lemon and the garlic powder and the salt and pepper makes a perfect blend. And also those herbs that I added. I'm going to just go into the baked potato real quick with the sour cream and butter. Man, here we go. Oh, it's like falling apart. It's perfect baked potato. Baked potato. This whole meal is amazing. Man, I can't wait for you to make it at home and taste how delicious this is. And if you made it alongside with me while you were at home, I know your family's going to love it. And I know you're going to enjoy it. I know your friends, if they're over, they're going to enjoy it as well. So this is a full meal that you can make in the oven, and it is delicious. It is absolutely delicious. The skin of the chicken is so like crispy, and it has this flavor that reinforces all those flavors that we added to it in the beginning. Okay, so man, just enjoy this because I know I'm enjoying it, and I know you will. So in order to continue to see content like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also, man, share it with a friend so they can make this too. All right. And if you've made this at home and it is as delicious as I am saying it is right now, definitely leave a comment to let me know what you think of it. And also, if you have anything that you've tried that you want to share with anyone else, okay? We can talk about how delicious this dish is, and also any other dishes that you would like for me to make, okay? That's it. I don't have anything else to share for today, right? We just have this wonderful meal that we created in the oven, and I know you're gonna do it at home and create something just as delicious as this, okay? You're gonna create the same thing, all right? So, that's it, man. Chef Todd is out.